So listen, it's hard to surprise somebody when you live in like 350 square feet and you have one vehicle and you're together, almost 24/7. So anyway, this week's video is about our retirement ceremony. I didn't show Peyton. I didn't let him preview and review it, so hopefully it's okay. It's a little longer video than we usually do because it's a retirement ceremony and it's important. And anyway, I'm excited for y'all to see it. I'm excited for him to see it. And guess what? We're officially retired. Don't forget to comment below. Also, give us a thumbs up. It's a retirement ceremony. It's a special day, and we are glad to share it with you. Or I'm glad to share it with you.
Welcome to the retirement ceremony honoring Lieutenant Colonel Peyton Smith. Today, a grateful nation pays tribute to 30 years of dedicated service to our country. His officiating officer for the ceremony is Deputy Commander of the 735th Supply Chain Operations Group, Lieutenant Colonel Joshua J. Persing. Please stand. Entering is the official party and remain standing for the presentation of the colors by Maiden High School's Air Force Junior ROTC, the playing of the national anthem, and then the invocation by Captain Lisa McCarthy.
Detail. Hold. Left. Face. Present. Colors.
Post the colors.
About face. Forward arch. Right face. Forward arch.
Good afternoon. Retirement is a momentous occasion in every person's life. As we gather today in honor of Peyton Smith's retirement, I invite you to take a few moments for your own prayer or reflection as I offer this invocation. For those of you willing, please bow your heads with me and pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for bringing us here today to celebrate Peyton, Andrea, and their continually growing family as they close out this part of their life journey and drive forward to the new adventures that lay ahead. I pray for this ceremony today that your presence will be with us and that you bless all those who have gathered here. I want to thank you for the 30 plus years you've allowed the Smith family to serve this great nation. and for the impact you've allowed them to leave on so many airmen and families who worked and shared life alongside them on the way. I'd especially like to thank you for the love, support, and sacrifice you've placed in the heart of Peyton's family and friends, as they too have shared this journey with him. Lord, I ask that you continue to spread the compassion and excitement Peyton and Andrea share with others as they embark on this next chapter of life. I pray that you will continue to be with them and their family in the days ahead as they shift their focus and energies to things beyond the Air Force. I leave you with this from Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. In your holy name, amen.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Maiden High School JROTC, for that rendition of the colors. Please, everyone, take your seats. Before you speak, sir, I'd also like to welcome the friends and family that Peyton has brought to today. I want to pull up the notes that he sent me specifically to say in regards to each family member. And again, these are his words, not mine. 10% truth. So first off, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to who we all know as Lovey. She was voted Miss Congeniality in middle school, and she is certainly everyone's favorite Little Miss Oahu, so welcome. A man who needs no introduction, but wakes up early in the morning, eats 2 raw eggs, and then does 100 push-ups and sit-ups naked before going to work, is Lieutenant Colonel Smith's firstborn son and oldest son, Justin McCauley. He's joined by his beautiful wife, a woman who, on more than one occasion, has disagreed and made up her own rules on how to win Uno. That's Hannah McCauley, who is a true competitor at heart. A true queen who has boxed kangaroos and arm wrestled John Cena, the one and only Hannah Smith, accompanied by her beautiful baby girl, Peyton's namesake, Peyton Smith. A very accomplished opera singer and underwater basket weaver, yours truly, Captain Jared McCauley. That's myself. And I'm joined by my beautiful wife, the lioness of the family, who, I'm not kidding, will attack you if you get too close to our baby today. Lily McCauley. And Cooper, of course, my son. Lieutenant Colonel Smith would also like to welcome his mother, a world traveler, fluent in 4 languages, including Dothraki. So welcome. And who I think is the shocking resemblance and embodiment of the Dos Equis most interesting man in the world. Please welcome Peyton Smith's father, Jerry. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the award presentation.
Publish the order.
Attention to order. This is to certify that President of the United States of America has authorized this act of Congress July 20th, 1942, and has awarded the Legion of Merit to Lieutenant Colonel Peyton S. Smith. Lieutenant Colonel Peyton S. Smith, United States Air Force, distinguished himself by exceptionally meritorious service as the Executive Officer of the Deputy Commanding General and Enterprise Coordinator for the Strategic Management Cell, United States Special Operations Command, MacDill Air Force Base, Florida, from July 2017 to August 2021. During his impressive career, Lieutenant Colonel Smith distinguished himself throughout his impeccable professionalism, outstanding competence, and steadfast commitment to duty within the United States Special Operations Command and the United States Air Force. His actions follow in the finest traditions of military service and reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Special Operations Command, and the United States of the Air Force, and the Department of Defense. Please remain standing for the retirement order presentation.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Department of the Air Force, Washington, D.C., Special Order Number Alpha Charlie 017996, dated 13 August 2021. By order of the Secretary of the Air Force, you are relieved from active duty organization, and station of assignment. Effective 1 August 2021 for AFI 363203 in the grade of Lieutenant Colonel. Active duty service retirement is 30 years, 7 months, and 17 days. It was bound to happen, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. This certificate of retirement reads, to all who shall see the presence greeting, this is to certify that Lieutenant Colonel Peyton S. Smith, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the first day of August 2021. Lieutenant Colonel Smith has also received letters from previous presidents of the Donald J. Trump, George W. Bush, and former Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Khalif O. Wright, under which he served, all of which are available for your viewing after the ceremony. We will now do a ceremonial flag folding presentation to Old Glory reported by Mr. Van Moors. We ask that the audience please remain seated for this presentation.
Did you know that I believe that if our flag could speak, these are the words that it would say. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present Old Glory. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings, and I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically across the great institutions of learning, and I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, truth, honor, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident, I am brave, I am proud, and I am ready. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is held a little higher. My arms are a little truer. Except for my God, I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am sovereign. I am saluted. I am respected. I am honored. I am loved. And yet I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Some of these battles include Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Aragon Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Korea, Quezon, Saigon, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait, Syria, and scores of other places long forgotten by all, except those who were there with me. I know because I was there. I met my special operations forces in the quiet of the night and at the tip of the spear. I saw them fight fearlessly throughout the globe every day of the year. I watched over them even during the casualties of Desert One, and they still love me. I was on a small hill, Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, tired. But my soldiers and my sailors, my airmen, my Coast Guardsmen, my Marines, they all cheered me, and I was so very proud. I was at Ground Zero in New York City on September the 11th as cowardly fanatics attacked America. I was raised from the ashes of once proud buildings by brave firefighters. These were heroes who risked their lives to save others, showing all that America, although bloody, will never be beaten because those who destroy me cannot win. For I am the symbol of freedom, of one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have been soiled, I've been burned, I've been torn, and I have been trampled on in the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served with in battle, it hurts. But hear me today when I say, I will overcome because I am strong. I have slipped the shooting bones of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. And I have been that silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when my stripes are torn into strips to be used as bandages to cover the wounds of my fellow comrades on the field of battle. And also when I fly half-mast, to honor my soldiers and my sailors, my airmen, my Coast Guardsmen, my Marines. But most importantly, when I'm placed into the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the gravesite of a fallen son or a fallen daughter, I am so very proud. My name His old glory. Long may I wait, dear God. Long may I wait.
This flag was flown at the United States Special Operations Command on the 4th day of February 2021 and is presented on behalf of a grateful nation. Thank you, Maiden High School JROTC, for that presentation. At this time, we invite Lieutenant Colonel Smith's wife, my mother, Andrea, to please come forward and place the retirement pin on Lieutenant Colonel Smith's lapel, symbolizing his transition from active duty to retired status. For those in the room, this pin represents his contribution of over 30 years of service for our country. This pin is not designed to be gaudy, but it serves its purpose as recognition. To a casual observer, they may not notice anything, but to those with a keen eye, they will see the sacrifice of holidays spent alone, distant continents, and endless hours spent ensuring the readiness for this military force and the protection of our nation. So thank you. For Lovely, at this time, we want to present you the Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Air Force to Ms. Smith, which reads, "In grateful appreciation, the United States of the Air Force presents this Certificate of Recognition to Andrea D. Smith for commitment of numerous years and contributions that made a positive impact on the nation's defense. Thank you for your support, which gave strength to your husband and his purpose in his service. All Charles Q. Brown, Jr., Air Force Officer, Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Tony B. Baffin, and Air Force Element Commander, United States Special Operations Command." If you're here, I do have a connection with you, and it's a pretty emotional day. But I want to thanks to my aunts, uncles, and cousins. I have lots of cousins here. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day. It's great to see you, and thanks for being on this journey with us. I know some of them, like I know Mitch even came out to Aviano with us and went out to Italy. We got some good times out there. Got some good motorcycle rides with Howard Jr. and Carol, and it's just been so much fun. Really reconnecting with some of you guys after so many years. Troy and Grace Westbrook, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. So it doesn't seem that long ago, but it was a few years ago. We're all down in Key West talking about what's happening right now. It's crazy. It's here. And so we're looking forward to getting to meet up with you guys on the road and getting to have some fun. So thank you for coming. Appreciate it. They live in Utah right now. He's getting ready to retire, his second retirement. He retired military 20 years ago, and now he's going another retirement at the civilian side. So thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate it. To my brother and sister-in-law, and I won't mention all the nieces and nephews, but they're here today. Thank you very much. To my brother, he's probably one of the smartest guys and most kind and dedicated guys that I know. I'm going to hold on to it right here. I got this. Hold on. But he is the most dedicated guy that I know, and hardworking, and he can do and fix and build anything. And I wish I had half of that in me, but he hasn't him. And so, thank you, Brian, for being such a good brother. You and LaShawn, and then Elias, and then I know Sydney and her family. Michael, thanks for your continued service. And Austin's not here, but just the whole family. Thank you guys so much. My parents, Don, we lost Don and Francis, and my stepmother last month. We lost Francis 2 years ago, and we lost Don a few years ago. So I wish they could be here, because I know it would just be extra special. To Charlene, Charlene couldn't make the trek out. She's in Idaho right now. Charlene, if you get to see this on video, I love you. Thank you for accepting me into your family. Let me be a part of that, and let me have Andrea for all these years, and you can have her back here very soon. Anyway, to my parents, your parents, they do more for you than you ever really know, and they teach you more than you ever really know until you become a parent. And so, I'm not going to look at them right now, because it's a little emotional, but I have great parents.
And I'm thankful they're here. And my parents, I think they taught me so many things, but love for family. I love NASCAR racing. That comes from my parents. But the thing I think, as I look back on it, that they taught me the most was taught me the value of hard work. And you may not believe this, but I was not the easiest kid to raise. You may not believe it. You probably don't believe that at all. But I was not the easiest kid to raise. And so they didn't have it easy. But they taught me the value of hard work, and nothing comes easy, and no one's going to give it to you. And you got to go get it. And that's, hopefully that's what I did, and that values stuck with me in everything I had to do. And I would have never made it, obviously, without God's help. But that value of hard work, that taught me a lot, and it helped me get to where I am today. And so I'm just so thankful for what they taught me early on, and I'm thankful you're here today. And I got a couple gifts for you guys, and I'll see if I can work this mic.
Where's it going?
Where's it going?
Give this flag to my dad. I've never really given him anything for my military stuff. You want to go too? All right. But I want to give this flag to my dad, and he didn't know this was coming. And my mom has a flag, but I want to give this to him. This flag I took with me in 2 tours of Iraq. It's been flown all over the world. I shouldn't say world. It's been flown to some places. It's been all over Iraq. It's been in helicopters, convoys. But I took it everywhere with me, and I believed it to keep me safe. And so, I know you've had a tough time with that. I want to get this here. I got my car. Keep that thing safe. Man, this is when it really gets tough, when you start talking about your kids. Okay. To my kids, Justin is probably, outside of my brother, he reminds me of my brother in many ways, but he's probably one of the kindest guys you'll ever meet. And I think if I could mix Jared and Justin together as men, I'd have a perfect human being. They're perfect in their own right to me, but honest to God, if you mix the two together, you probably have the absolute perfect man. I couldn't have ever asked for better kids to have in my family. And my boys are amazing, and I hope you get a chance to talk to them and get to know who they are. To my little girl, and she's not little anymore, Hannah. My kids moved a lot of high schools, a lot of bases, lost a lot of friends, had to make a lot of friends, get used to a sport, go to a place that didn't have the sport. I mean, there's so many challenges kids face, but in the military it's extra tough. I'm so proud of you, babe. You finished college. You got a beautiful daughter, and I mean, look at her. She got my dance moves. Look at that. See, lots of talent flowing through the family. But I have to make most of these kids, and I don't know what else to say other than, because anything I say after that, I'm going to have to throw my car down on the ground here. All right, so I'm going to stop right there with them. Go to my daughter-in-law's, to Miss Hannah Weeks, who initially, when I met her, said she was vegetarian, as I fed her chicken 30 minutes later. I don't know if that's part of the diet, but do you remember that? I remember that. It's been so great having you in our family and meeting you, and you're so smart, and you're beautiful, and you're talented, and it's just, you and Justin are perfect for each other. And so, we love you. Miss Lily, who never cries. She's my known crier in the family. Except now that she's had a baby. She said now she starts to cry. She doesn't like it like I do. So Lily might look small, but like Jared said, she will attack you like a wild animal if you get close to that kid. And she's tough, and she's beautiful, and she's smart. And so I have just amazing daughter-in-laws, and I think I miss my kids, and I just love them to death. And thank you for being a part of this family and making it extra special. And enrolling into grandkids. Man, I love being a granddad. I really do. I think if I could do anything in my life and you said you only get to do one thing, I'd say I want to be a granddad. That's how much I love it. And little Peyton here, she is just so sweet, so amazing, and I'm so thankful to be her granddad. And also little Cooper. Cooper's only a couple months old now, but he's changing, so I can't wait to see how he does and be a part of his life and watch him. It's amazing. To my wife. I'm holding on my man card right here. I'm going to keep tapping it right here to make sure I don't drop it. Actually, my wife made this for me. I didn't do this. My wife did this. She gave this to me. I got an amazing wife. And she is not easy to live with sometimes. Nor am I. So that's probably why we're a good match. I love her to death. She's strong. She's strong-willed. And I think that saved us a lot as far as being a military family. You know, even with deployments, being away for schools for months on end and other things, she took care of business. And she took care of business financially. She took care of business with the kids, got them around everywhere. She was also working. She's done it all. And I thank you so much. I'm excited to do this next part of our life together. It's crazy it's finally here, but it is. And I'm so thankful to have you as my wife. That's about all. I'm going to stop right there because I will have to throw the card out here in a second. But that's all I really got to say. I hope you guys will stick around. We got some food. We'll have some drinks. Let's have some fun. Let's share some old memories. I think we're going to do a little roasting maybe, possibly up here in a few. So I'm excited to hear some of these wild tale stories that maybe somebody's thinking about. I see Tom over there thinking real hard. But yeah, whatever. But anyway, seriously guys, don't rush off. I want to talk to you a minute. Thank you for attending this. This is really special. Again, thanks Jeff and Sandy. You guys are amazing. I feel like I just made some new good friends here with you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And that's it. Jared, I'm going to turn it back to you, buddy.
Before you sit down, everyone please stand. One more round of applause for now Lieutenant Colonel retired Peyton Smith. Alright, this does conclude the ceremony. Like Peyton said, please stay after.
Hey, until next time, seatbelts on? Yeah, we got our seatbelts on. We're doing this thing. It's happening. We're retired. We'll see you out there.